What's going on? It's June 10th, 2025, and we have two tropical storms in the eastern Pacific. We also have some heavy rainfall continuing to move through the southern plains, specifically around western to central Texas. This right here is our 1 to 5 day precipitation forecast from the Weather Prediction Center. So clearly this could be an extremely rainy rest of the week and weekend for you folks out in Texas. Florida looks to get involved as well, which is good because they have been seeing a pretty decent drought down there. As you can see right here, especially down there in South Florida. South Central Texas could also use this rainfall as well. Although one area that doesn't need a lot of rainfall is up here near Minneapolis. But we are expecting to see a decent amount over the next 5 days. This is our categorical outlook today for severe weather from the Storm Prediction Center. And as you can see, there's really no major threat for severe weather. We will be watching southwestern Texas though a little closer. The majority of this severe weather today is wind driven. Although out here in western Texas, we do have a 2% tornado risk zone. We do also have a 15% risk zone for hail out here, and you can see portions of it is hatched. Again, hatched means we could see significant hail 3-4 inch plus in diameter. Strong to severe thunderstorms could begin firing off in southeastern New Mexico and western Texas as we get into the early to mid-afternoon hours. And they will begin to slowly make their way out eastward. I don't expect these to be out of western Texas until probably after midnight Central Time. This is a mid to late afternoon severe threat as well for portions of the southeast and up the eastern coast. We're not seeing much for our day 2 risk or Wednesday risk from the SPC. We can see a decent sized marginal risk appear through portions of Montana, Idaho, Utah, Wyoming, and that northeastern section of Nevada. We also have one out here stretching through portions of the Midwest, and then another one down here in the southern plains, portions of central to southern Texas, of course. Moving into day 3, our severe threat continues down there in Texas, but we also get a marginal risk for severe weather stretching from portions of eastern Colorado up through portions of the upper Midwest. And getting into the weekend, we currently don't have any risk zones. Although Colorado State University does see the potential for severe weather stretching through the Great Plains on Friday. On Saturday, it shows a similar risk zone out west, but we also have one out here in portions of the southeast, Ohio Valley, and mid-Atlantic. They show a somewhat similar look for severe weather on Sunday as well, except for out west, most of that severe weather is up to the north, and it does include on Sunday portions of the northern Midwest, and as you can see, they still have that risk zone out there in the southeast mid-Atlantic region. I would have to agree with Colorado State University. They're usually good at calling severe weather days a little bit farther out in advance. The SPC likes to have a little bit more confidence before placing those risk zones. As you can see on Friday here, we do have our low-level jet trying to activate through portions of the Great Plains, and if we pull up our mid-level jet, we can see that beginning to move through the northern portions of the plains as well. Getting into Saturday, we still have that instability pushing pretty far north in the Great Plains, and out east we have all of that instability as well through portions of the mid-Atlantic Ohio Valley and down here in the southeast. That continues on Sunday down here in the southeast, and our western threat does look to push a little bit farther off to the east towards, like I said, the northern Midwest. This is today's excessive rainfall forecast from the Weather Prediction Center. You can see we have a large 5% zone down here through portions of the southeast. And then as we push out west, we do have that 15% risk in Texas. Up here in New England, we also have a 5% risk for excessive rainfall today. Moving into our day 2 or Wednesday risk for excessive rainfall, you can see this does shift off east in Texas. Day 3, do you notice a trend? Texas again, and then we also have portions of Oklahoma. So this is going to be Thursday. And central to southern Minnesota gets involved as well. Day 4, Texas again, and portions of Oklahoma and Arkansas. And day 5, it expands, although still down here in Texas. We could really see the risk for flash flooding increase out here in Texas, Oklahoma, and western Arkansas, northwestern Louisiana as we push through this week and into the weekend. Our 2 tropical systems out in the eastern Pacific are expected to weaken over the next 2 to 3 days. They're simply moving into an environment that is less conducive for tropical development. Although we may see tropical cyclogenesis out to the southeast of these storms over the next 5 days, you can see this disturbance right out here. The Gulf and Caribbean do look quiet, although we still have a lot of convection bubbling up down there in the southern Caribbean that does want to make its way up to the north and west, so we will watch that area for possible tropical development in the future, although right now we really don't see much in the models. The water temperatures down there in the southern Caribbean right now are also around average to below average, which may help to stifle some of that possible development. I appreciate you guys watching this video. If you like this type of content, feel free to throw me a follow or sub. I make posts like this every day, and I stream every day as well to try to answer all of your questions. I did a little bit of a longer form video today because I will be gone at the end of this week and through the weekend. Although I should be back posting Monday night or Tuesday morning again next week. I'll see you in the next video.